はい、皆さんこんにちは、家村です。今日ですね、こちらですね、Weeコミュニティさん、不動産デベロッパーなんですけども、お邪魔しておりまして、多分皆さんですね、Weeコミュニティさんってね、初めてね、聞く名前じゃないかなと思いますので、今日ね、どういったね、会社でどういうプロジェクトをやってるのか、そういったことをですね、今日ね、社長とね、COO ね、セサさんとね、カーソンさんにね、ご参加いただいてますので、いろいろ詳しくですね、お伺いしていきたいと思います。では、Thank you for joining our YouTube channel today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Konbanwa, Imura-san.
Nice to meet you. So firstly, could you introduce your personal career and background first?
Okay, so I'm Cesar Wee. I'm the CEO and founder of Wee Community Developers Inc. We started this company in 2008, doing mid-rise developments in San Juan City. And eventually we moved outside San Juan and we started to do more developments in Quezon City, Mandaluyong. And then eventually we went to Davao and CDO in Mindanao and Iloilo in Visayas. This year we're doing more projects here in Bacolod. So ever since then, we've always been the value developer in all of the areas that we do developments in.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm Carson Choa, the COO of Wee Community Developers Inc. I joined the company in 2012, but Cesar and I have known each other since 2001. So back then, we were both newbies in real estate. So we were both trained by my uncle, Jerry Choa, who is one of the bigger development companies in the Philippines. So since 2001 until now, so basically that's around almost 25 years experience in real estate, either as a project director and now Cesar as the owner and now as a COO in the company.
Thank you. Thank you for introduction yourself. Actually the Wee community had a lot of businesses already and made a track record around the Philippines. So, actually, most of the Japanese investor don't know much about Wee community. So, could you explain more about the company characteristics and the differentiation from others, and what is the strong point, like that, please?
Okay, so Wee Community still currently is a privately owned company. So unlike many of the bigger development companies here in the Philippines who are publicly listed, so basically the advantage of being a privately owned company is that we get to choose and we are more deliberate in the types of developments we do. So as what Cesar mentioned earlier, we started as a very small developer in San Juan, practically selling to one specific market. These are Filipino Chinese.
Filipino-Chinese.
So who have kids studying in Xavier and ICA. Then we started expanding outside of San Juan to, as mentioned, Quezon City. Then in 2016, we went to Davao. In 2017 to Iloilo. In 2022 to Cagayan de Oro. In 2025, we went to Bacolod. And this year, we're entering into Cavite. Okay, so what separates the company? So basically, as what Cesar mentioned earlier as well, our main proposition is to be the best in value.
Best in value.
Best in value.
Best in the value.
Okay, so in all honesty, if you compare our company to the more well-known ones like Ayala, maybe Rockwell, these companies are able to build a name for themselves already. And sometimes, because of the brand equity that they've created, they put a very high premium on their prices. So coming in, as we try to establish our name further, our main proposition has always been, if you compare the same product to an Ayala project, so it's either it's priced the same for a bigger unit, or you are getting the same specifications for a margin for a significantly lower price. So the end goal really is it's targeting heavily on two types of clients. So one are end users, so meaning these are people really looking for their own home, and yes, and second is for investors looking at properties that are that can yield a passive income. Okay, so if you look at the other projects, they're selling it at quite a premium, right? So for example, they sell it for 6 million, 7 million pesos. It may sound reasonable, but then if you compute how much you're getting as a return based on rental, it actually doesn't make sense. Okay, so for us, what we do is when we come up with products, we make sure that when we compute for the amortization the client has to pay, the rental yield can actually cover that amortization. So that's where the value proposition comes in.
Okay, okay, that's really, really interesting. So meaning that your product is have a big cost performance, price performance is much better than other big developers.
Yes. To add to that, Imura-san, 2 years ago in 2024, we sold around 13 billion worth of sales.
13 billion.
13
Per
billion
annum.
worth of sales annually in that year, 2024. We ranked among all developers nationwide. I think we were number 9 in terms of only for residential real estate sales. Because we don't have commercial units, we don't do commercial sales. And I think we're the only company in the top 15 developers for residential real estate that is not listed.
Oh, really?
So that because Carson mentioned that we're a privately owned company, so maybe that's the reason why most people don't know us because we're not listed. But in terms of like annual sales, we're more or less top 10.
Oh,
In terms of residential real estate nationwide.
Which is include house and lot and condominium, everything.
Yes.
Correct, yes.
What is actually the proposed ratio, condominium unit and house and lots in your revenue?
In terms of our revenue, so if you're talking about Metro Manila or Luzon area, all of our developments are condominiums.
Condominium. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the main reason for it is number one, there's less land in Metro Manila, and number two, the land value is quite high. But then when it comes to the regions, actually, in terms of revenue, our house and lot covers around 60 to 65% of our revenue for the provinces compared to the condo sales.
Okay. I see. Okay. Thank you. Before going to the more detail about the project, I would like to know about your company profile, including your group company, because many Japanese investor who visited here knows W building in the BGC. So I would like to know about the relationship of the W office building and
Okay.
community like that.
Okay, so I'm part of the W Group. Actually, it's our family business. So before my family went into real estate, we were into seaweed processing. We were into seaweed processing. We were in the agricultural seaweed.
Nori.
Not the nori, it's like nori, but we turned the seaweed into powder, and then it's called karajinan. So you put the karajinan in meat to make it more tender. You put it in ice cream, so the taste is more stable. You put it in chocolate milk. It has a lot of food applications.
Food business. Your family started from food business.
Yes, from the food business. And then when we moved into the real estate business, when we started the W buildings in BGC, actually I was the one that headed it. We started it in 2006. Our first development in BGC was actually a residential building. And then eventually, actually, it sold very well. So my father felt that since it sold very well, he didn't want to sell units anymore. So the strategy became different. From doing a residential building in BGC, we started doing commercial buildings that are just build and lease. So we don't sell any units anymore. So when my family moved into that direction, that's when I started to do We Communities. Because I told them, like what Carson mentioned earlier, my background is really residential real estate. So maybe it's I feel it's my purpose, my mission to really build houses, build homes for people. So doing commercial buildings is also very exciting, very lucrative, but I really wanted to stick to the goal of like building homes for people. So that's why we started We Community Developers. But I am still a director for W Group. I still sit in the board, but it's because we're six siblings. So we're six siblings.
brother and
So
sister. Okay.
five boys and one girl. So my brothers are more than good to handle it. They don't need me anymore.
Okay.
But if there's a problem in W Group, I'm always there to sit in the board.
Okay, so W and We Community kind of a brother and
Brother and
company,
sister,
sister
yes,
company.
brother and sister.
Okay, okay, thank you. So regarding the We Community business portfolio is basically condominium vertical development and house on lot. Those two are the business units. Mm-hmm. And you told us your expansion of the area. Do you have any kind of strategy to expand? How do you expand, or which area do you focus on? How to select the place to develop?
Okay. So basically, when we started expanding, the main reason why we left Manila then was because we knew we were not that big yet. So right. So if you compete purely in Manila, and you're competing against the much bigger developers, it's so hard to carve out a market. So what we did was we looked for metro cities. So meaning these are cities outside of Metro Manila that functions as Metro Manila for that particular region. So that's why when we went to Davao, it's basically a metro city in Mindanao. Then we chose Iloilo, which is also a metro city for Visayas. So these are the cities that have the most development, has the most population, and also has the most number of middle income earners. Because basically the the market that we want to target aren't really the socialized market. It's really the mid to mid low market. Mid to mid low, but for Manila, it's mid to mid high. Okay, so we wanted to touch on people who really needed good quality housing and who had limited options in terms of, because if you go to the regions, you only have two options. So you go to the local developers who are not as, you can say, not as technologically sophisticated in a way. So meaning they're doing the old model of hollow blocks. And the other option is to go to a known developer brand, but they sell their houses at a premium. They're much more expensive than what they should be sold for. So when we went into those market, we really found the perfect balance of good technology. We're using precast. We're using a lot of technologies that the regions actually are not familiar with. And we introduce these products at very competitive prices. Actually, if you look at our performance in the regions for Davao, Iloilo, and Cagayan de Oro, for house and lot, even with Ayala, Camellia, the bigger developers there, if you check the number of house and lot units sold, we are the number one house and lot developer for those areas. Okay, then after we've matured the market for house and lot, that's when we started introducing our vertical residential condominiums to those areas.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you very much. So we understand one of the big strengths of your company is price performance, cost performance. So could you tell us a kind of example that your pricing and the other developers' pricing? How much difference or how?
Okay, so maybe I can give an example of where we are right now. So we're here in Calle Central. So this is our latest project here in Metro Manila. It's actually our flagship project for the entire company because this will be our biggest project to date. And it's located in along C5. This is technically what everyone is calling the next BGC, right? So you have a lot of developers like Ayala, Robinsons, even foreign companies like Hong Kong Land coming in, developing in this area, and the prices of the properties are actually quite high. So most of the developers chose the path of selling at a premium. So if you look at maybe the development of Hong Kong Land, Velaris, it sold at almost 300,000 pesos per square. Then you have Ayala Parklinks development going for 350,000 per square. Then in stark contrast, if you look at our development, which is roughly within the same vicinity, enjoying the same commercial growth and also the same quality. Actually, quality is maybe even better, I should say. We're pricing our products at below 200,000. So that's practically a 30 to 40% difference in price. The main goal is we want to make sure that those who invest, when they buy, they can actually lease the units at a profit. And for those who invest, has a realistic upside on the property value appreciation. Because the question, if you buy a property at 350 now, when will it go beyond 350, right? So maybe 2 more years, 3 more years, 4 more years. But for us, if we're selling it at below 200, definitely we'll hit 250 soon, we'll hit 300 soon. So you get 2 birds with 1 stone. You have property appreciation and also a healthy rental income coming from your investment.
Okay, that's really good.
I think to add to what Carson said, most people know that there's really somewhat of an oversupply in Metro Manila in terms of condominiums.
A lot of inventories.
Yes, a lot of inventories. It's true, but it's not true for our company. And I think we were able to do that because, again, we don't price our products too high. Like, for example, what Carson mentioned, we're at 200,000 in a prime location versus a 350,000 in the very same location. Because of this strategy, we're always able to sell out all of our projects. I guess we structure it differently because we grew from a small company to a mid-sized company to where we are now with that strategy. We're not like a listed company that will just build the building and then if no one buys it and then eventually, like what other companies are doing, cut down their prices. So we don't do that. We just price it properly, I think. And then secondly, we make sure that we complete the projects on time, but it's almost always sold out. Maybe on a worst case scenario, when we finish the building, it's going to be 95% sold. That's, I think, the worst case for all of our projects since 2008.
Okay, that's really interesting. And most of our audience are investors, so they are really interested in the return on investment. So you told that your project is could have a higher ROI compared with others. So, for example, what kind of ROI or investment yield that investor could enjoy?
Yeah. So it really depends on the type of investor that you are, right? So if you're in an investor that will secure your property via loan, so the positive thing about our project is that when you lease out your property, the rental yield is higher than what you pay to the bank. Okay. Then if you are a investor that pays in cash, so meaning you pay the whole value. For example, a typical unit here in Cali maybe is around 27 square meters and 200. We're looking at 5.4 million pesos. So if you pay that property at 5.4 million, the current rent here goes for around 40 to 50,000 pesos a month. So in a year, you get roughly 600,000 return from your 5.4 investment. So you're looking at roughly maybe higher than 8%.
Oh,
per annum.
8%. Oh, it's pretty high. Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't even count the property as appreciation aspect of it. It's purely on the rental yield.
Actually, we have some friends and investors to buy multiple units. So they buy multiple units early, and then eventually they try to sell some of the units moving forward because it's already appreciated. And then eventually they just hold on to a few units after that for our previous projects.
I see. That's interesting. Okay. And regarding your buyer, customer, clients, you said you started to focus on the Chinese market first, but at the moment, what is portfolio or ratio of the customer? Filipino, Japanese, Chinese.
I think we have to clarify that.
Clarify the Chinese
When
market.
Carson mentioned earlier that we started selling to Chinese, it's more the Filipino Chinese. Because in San Juan, when we started, it's the community there is mostly Filipino Chinese. Filipino Chinese businessmen that have their kids go to school nearby. But we did not sell to mainland Chinese or to Pogo clients.
Local Filipino Chinese.
Local Filipino Chinese.
Filipino nationality.
We actually
When everyone else was selling to the Pogos, we made a deliberate decision not to sell to them. So when they left the country, a lot of developers were left with inventories and we were not affected by it.
Okay. So currently, what is the balance or
So it
proportion
depends
of the
geographically.
Mm.
So now we still have projects in San Juan and also in Mandaluyong. Most of the clients there are still Filipino Chinese. But then if you go to the regions and also to other areas in Metro Manila, most of the clients are really Filipinos. And around 60% of our Filipino clients are OFWs, so meaning they are overseas Filipino workers. Broken down into two segments. So one segment is land-based in the Middle East and also in nurses in United Kingdom. And we also have a very healthy seafarer market based in Iloilo, wherein almost 65% of our clients are either captain of a ship or a crew member of a ship.
I see. What about the Japanese, Korean, foreign buyers? Do you have
Currently,
foreign buyers?
that's why we're pretty much excited with this podcast because for the longest time we have been focused primarily on the Filipino market, but I think with Calye with its premier address, we're trying to extend the market reach to more foreign clients like investors in Japan or investors from Korea.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, and Japanese buyer have a really big interest and attention after sales, meaning that building maintenance and property management, quality. Japanese condominium have a really good after service, building maintenance and properties management, etc. So they have a really big attention in this area. So what do your company's service and maintenance, building maintenance activity?
So currently our company doesn't have our own property management organization. So but we did the next best thing, which is we got the services of one of the largest and the best property management companies in the Philippines, which is JLL or Jones Lang.
The
Yes.
global.
Yeah, so they have a lot of buildings which they service in BGC all over the country. So around 90% of all our developments are serviced by JLL. So
Even building maintenance.
yes,
Physical
mainten-
building
yes,
maintenance as well.
building maintenance. So to further improve that, we also establish our own property management department within our office. So the goal of this department is to ensure that the PMO that we got, which is JLL, do their job properly. So we do regular audits in terms of do they do a regular cleaning, do they do regular maintenance of the equipments, the elevators, etc. So it's like we have our own team that simply does quality check on the work of JLL or Jones Lang.
Okay. I see.
I think with the company's commitment to make sure that our buildings are well kept and well maintained. Our first project, which is First Baron Residences, Carson still sits on the board. So when we turn over the building, our company, we always have a representative in the board of directors to make sure that the project is well maintained, to make sure that everyone's doing their job.
Okay, that's good. All right, thank you. And next, regarding the construction side, you said you use a precast technology. So basically, the all of your project ongoing use precast.
Most of our newer developments use precast. So the good thing now is we're trying to trim down the list of contractors that we normally get for our construction works, right? So for Calye in particular, so we selected Advanced Foundation. I think they're one of the top two.
Advanced. That is the name of the company.
Yes.
Constructor.
They specialize on substructure work. Substructure, so meaning that's piling works, the foundation works. So Advanced Foundation is one of the top two most prominent and well-known substructure companies here in the Philippines. Then for the superstructure, meaning the main structure of the building, we're tapping a group called ASEC. So it's a quadruple A contractor that does a lot of work for Ayala, Hong Kong land. Actually, the development of Velaris just across the river is being constructed by this group. So they're one of the biggest contractor firms in the Philippines, and they have advanced technologies for precasting.
I see.
And maybe to add to that, the designer of the building of Calle Central is actually Casa. So it's a New York-based company. It's
New York
Casa Designs or
Yes.
Casa Architects. So it's a very well-known design firm.
Oh, really?
They did some of our projects in BGC, the W buildings.
Yes. W building.
The one with the letter C balcony.
The same
designer.
designer.
It's the same
Design.
designer for Cali Central.
Cali Central. I see. Okay, thank you very much. So finally, could you introduce your concrete recent project to Japanese
Complete
investors?
projects?
Yeah.
So I'll list them down. Or
Yeah.
Okay, so for Manila, we've done several condos already. So we've done the First Baron Residences, Baron's Place, the Baron Garden, Baron Tower. Then we're ongoing is
It is located in Manila City.
These are all located in San Juan.
In
San Juan.
Metro Manila.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're currently finishing.
You are selling the unit.
So these four are all sold out and constructed already.
Okay.
And the fifth one we're constructing now is Baron Lux. It's our fifth condo project in San Juan, and it'll be turned over by December of this year. So that's for San Juan. Then for Mandaluyong, we have 26 twin tower development along Pasig River. It's facing the Makati City. So it's around 1,007 units. It's also sold out. And it was turned over last year. Then we are currently building our corporate office, but on top of it are residential units. In Mandaluyong, around 139 units. It's set for delivery by end of this year as well. So we've sold around 120 already. So that's for Mandaluyong. Then for Quezon City, we have um, three completed projects. One is Centro Residences. Then we have one in Centro Tower, which is 25 stories. Then we have Grand Mesa Residences, which is along Commonwealth. It's a two-tower, 15-story development. It's around 700 units, 770 units, and I think we only have 90 units left. Okay, so all of the other ones are sold out as well. Then, the current Quezon City project we're developing is this one, Calia Central.
Career Center.
Yes.
Career Center.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
to round up our developments in Luzon area, we have a 4-building project in Cainta, Rizal. So this is categorized as our affordable condo market. So it's a 4-building development with around 1,250 units. We've sold 1,100 already, and we've completed the first building. We've topped off the second one last Saturday, and we're set to deliver it by end of the year. Then we recently awarded the third building. So hopefully we can complete all 4 within the next 2 years. Then the last project we have in Manila is a recently launched project in Cavite. It's very close to the De La Salle Medical Institute. So it's around 500 meters away. It's actually supported by the school itself because a lot of their employees bought into that development. So it's a 7-building project. So we're awarding the first building by October of this year. So that's for Manila. Then for Davao, we have a 24-hectare house and lot development, which is around 1,200 houses. It's sold out. Phase 1, 2, and 3 are completed. Phase 4 will be completed this year. Phase 5 will be completed next year. Then we recently launched last year a 3-building development in Davao as well, which is right in front of SM Lanang, which is the biggest mall in Davao. So it's a 3-building development, 21 stories each. Currently, the first building is ongoing substructure work. We will award the superstructure in June of this year. Then we recently launched another one last year close to downtown, which is right beside Davao Christian High School. It's the biggest high school in Davao. And it's right in front of Landers, which is Landers, like a supermarket. So it's a 5-building development. So we awarded the piling works for 2. And in 5 months, we will start building of 1. Then for Iloilo, we have a 40-hectare house and lot project. So it's a total of around 2,000 housing units, comprising 6 phases. We've sold out the first 3, and phase 4 and 5 are currently being sold. We've completed phase 1, phase 2 by this year, then phase 3 by next year. Then we also launched a 3-building development close to the Mega World City development. It's around
Mega World City. Where is it?
This is in Iloilo.
Iloilo. Okay.
So the Mega World developed the old airport. So our development is roughly 500 meters away. So it's a total of around, if I remember correctly, around 800 units. And we've sold 80% of it already. Then in Cagayan de Oro, we have a 50-hectare house and lot development. It's a total of 7 phases. We've opened 4. We've sold out 2. And we are set to turn over the first phase this year. Then we're developing a 4-building development in the city, which is, we also categorize it as an affordable condo. So it's 4 buildings of around 1,200 units. First, second building are sold. And the first building will be delivered by end of this year as well. Actually, when I was counting it, this year alone, we're turning over a total of 7 buildings. around 1,600 residential units. Then for expansion, we are expanding our 24-hectare development in Davao with an adjacent property which is around 27 hectares. Then we are set to open an affordable condo in Davao as well, which will have a total of roughly 8 buildings. Yeah. Then for Iloilo, we will launch a new luxury condo along Diversion Road, which is the main highway of Iloilo City. So it's a 2-tower development around 30 stories for one, and another one is around 38 stories. Then for Cagayan de Oro, we recently launched a new beachfront development.
Beachfront.
Yes. It's a beachfront development that's 15 minutes away from the city.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and for Manila, we are set to launch another development in Cainta, which is a 6-building development, and again, an affordable condo development. And we are set to launch 2 more. One is another Mandaluyong project, which is again catered to the Filipino-Chinese market. And the last one is a development in Quezon City along Kaingin Road. So those are the up-and-coming ones. Yeah, so I forgot. So we entered Bacolod last year. So it's a 15-hectare development.
Bacolod City.
Yes.
Bacolod City.
Around 1,000 units as well.
I see. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have so many projects.
Yes.
So it's hard to select which one. So could you recommend which one good for Japanese investor? You pick up
Okay.
1 or 2.
So if I were to choose, I would choose Calle Central,
Career Central.
where
Okay.
we are right now.
Here.
Yes,
This is the site
yes.
of Career Central.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Could you explain more about Career
Number
Central?
1, it's in Metro Manila. Number 2, it's surrounded by all of the high-end subdivisions. There's already an existing community. Our price point is at 200,000 when everyone else is selling at 350, 300. This was really, for me, a dream project of ours. That's why this is our flagship project. And we really feel that it has the best upside among all of our projects. I think as an investor, I would definitely buy
Career
here.
Central.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's going to be easy to rent out. It's going to be easy to sell eventually if you want to sell. There's a big market around in this area. The only reason that there's been a hiccup for this project is because people think that there's an oversupply in Metro Manila. But at our price points, I don't think we're affected with this somewhat slowdown in real estate.
I see.
Yeah, actually that's true. If you study the product that we are offering for Calle, there's no other product within this area that actually offers this. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you even look at properties outside of this prime area, some are even selling higher. They're along Katipunan, they're selling for 250. Down in C5, they're selling for another 275. So basically, it's a bargain. If you study the product,
bargain
it's
price.
really a good one. Yeah.
Okay. Could you tell us more about the location of this Career Central? Yeah, the strategic location point, or
So-
why this area is make high value or something.
So as I mentioned earlier, so this area is being called the next BGC, or it's the next growth corridor for Metro Manila. So number 1, it's along C5,
C5,
which is a major thoroughfare.
C5 is a major road
Yes.
in Metro Manila.
So C5 connects you all the way to South Superhighway. It also connects, and C5 passes through BGC, and C5 connects you to Katipunan, right? And as what Cesar mentioned, it's peppered by a lot of well-established and really luxury subdivision developments.
Oh, really?
So you have Green Meadows, you have it's close to Corinthians, so it's close to Acropolis, so Valle Verde, so all of these developments. Then it's sandwiched between new and old developments. So the older development is in Ortigas City. So, but then the problem with Ortigas, the prices have really gone up. It's either you find a new development that's really expensive, or a cheap development, but it's an older one. Then it's also beside Eastwood, which is developed by
Big
Mega
developer.
World.
Yeah.
Then in the new players in the market are Ayala and Robinsons, wherein they're doing Bridgetown and Parklinks.
Parklinks.
So a lot of new developments, and they recently opened a new mall, the Opus Mall. So this will become the new hub. So basically, whatever worked in BGC, they're doing it here. And what makes it unique is that it's not being pushed by a single developer only. So it's like a consortium of all the biggest developers working in one area and putting up mixed type of development. So you have your residential, you have your offices, you have your commercial, you have your entertainment, banking industry. This will be a complete development. And the best part here is that Calle Central is the only development that actually caters to most of the people who will be working here. Because the others are pricing it maybe to the owner of the company or to the vice president, but everyone else who works below them, they have to travel all the way to Cavite or to Antipolo to find a place to live in. So Calle will be the only development that caters to that market.
That's good. That's good concept.
I think when you compare this area, C5 versus BGC, one of the main reasons for a person to invest here is definitely it's cheaper than BGC. That's number one.
Definitely.
I have a friend from Hong Kong that bought here a few years ago. And I asked him, why did you buy in Eastwood, in this area? Why not BGC? So he said, it feels like home. It feels like I'm in Hong Kong. And I said, why? He said, if I go down from my condo, I can literally walk anywhere I want to. There are a lot of small restaurants. There's a grocery nearby. Everything he needs is here.
Okay.
And I compared it to BGC. I said, why not BGC? He said, BGC is nice. But if I go down, I have to walk so far to go to all of the places that I need to. So this is, I think, is a more compact BGC.
Okay.
And it's new, relatively new. So I think that's really the biggest advantage of this area.
Okay. Thank you very much. So finally, could you give Japanese audience something, your message?
Konbanwa. Arigatou gozaimasu. I really feel that this is a good investment. In the Philippines, actually, there's somewhat of a glut right now. People are in a wait and see mode. So this is not the first time it happened in our lifetimes. But we've noticed that these are the opportunities that really matter. It's a time that when people are scared, people are unsure, that's where people should invest. So I think while Filipinos now are really a bit on the wait and see mode, I think this is the best time for investors to come in, definitely. And I believe that Calle Central is one of our best projects. We have other projects in the provinces that are also good, but if I would give one product, it would be this.
Calle Central.
Calle Central.
Your first push.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you.
ということで、今日は新しいね、ディベロッパーさんね、Wee コミュニティさん紹介したんですけども、多分、すごいコストパフォーマンスが良さそうなんで、実際ね、この後、また、ショールームとかも見せてもらってね、どういうスペックなのか見たいと思いますけども、数字から見るとね、その圧倒的な価格競争力がありそうなので、ちょっと注目したいディベロッパーかなと思いました。どうもありがとうございました。